Hi everybody, my name is Asandombia. I'm going to talk about emergency management team and doctrine. That is the interoperability framework. What is the interoperability framework? In these recent years, following the examinations of various incidents that has been occurring in the world, so this joint doctrine for emergency service has been emerged to provide advice and guidance how they can solve these incidents in the world. For example, there are three emergency service where we have the police, the fire, and the ambulance. The aims and objectives of this development of the interoperability is to enhance the responsibility to major or complex incidents with the purpose of providing emergency service command with a framework to enable them to respond together or immediately as effective as possible when there is occurrence of incidents. There are 5 points or principles I'm going to highlight. Basically, this joint doctrine or interoperability, they are there a staple that to fix any incident or disaster that occur in case of, because sometimes people don't know what to do or emergency system don't know what to do, but these teams are there to put them in place that in case of any occurrence of this emergency team, this is the person we should call and he should be on standby. This is the area that we should call this department. They should be responsible, so there are collective responsibility that is delegating among themselves. So they put together this delegation or delegative responsibility, so in case of any occurrence of disaster they were able to implement or act on it immediately. I'm going to talk about 5 principles. The first principle is co-location. That is number one. Number two is communication. Then number three is coordination. And number four is joint understanding of the risks. Then number five is sharing the situation awareness. I'm going to explain them bit by bit, the principle. Number one principle is co-location. Co-location of the command is an essential and allow those commanders to perform the function of commanding control and coordination command office face to face at a single and easy identification location. This is known as the forward command post, which is the location near to the scene where the incident occur and where they respond by the emergency service. This basically means that there should be a proper information about where this situation occur. There should be a signal. They should get a proper information and the location where this incident or disaster is occurring, so they can able to execute this duty. Then number two, talk about communication. I'm going to talk about 5 points in this communication aspect. Communication should be clearly and not ambiguous and timely, and information relevant to this emergency response team in the situation. So there should be clearly information, communication, so they will know how they can attack this situation. Then point number two, a meaningful and effective communication under P, effective joint work. So information that is matter, they should give them information. Like for example, if there is a fire occurrence in this place, in any area, the people that are going to give this emergency system, they should give them directly, hit the nail at the head. Then the incident manager also should give his team the exact information what is going on, so everybody will not be in a doom wall. Then point number three, they have to share information free, not not rough information. They should share information among themselves, so everybody should understand what is going on, because it's a chain work. Because, for example, you have the police, you have the civil defense, you have any emergency, okay, you have the safety officer, you have the first aider. So everybody should know, so everybody should be there at time, because sometimes you have incidents that occur, some people have injured. So if there is no first aider, who is going to take responsibility of those people that are injured? Yeah. Then point number 4 is communication is the capability to exchange reliable and accurate information to the operational success. That is a critical information about the hazard and the risks and the threat, as well as to understand each organization and the responsibility and capability. Like, for instance, if there is a disease that occur, let's take an example like Ebola occur, how are they going to react if they don't have proper information? Like, corona is affecting someone, so how are they going to respond? This emergency system should have a proper information that we need to put a PPE, that is personal protective elements or gear. So they need to put it and protect themselves. Without proper information, they will be at risk, and the people also they are going to rescue will be at risk. Then point number 5 is the understanding of the information shared ensure the achievement of the situation and awareness, which underpin the best possible outcome of this situation. That is when they understand this information, what occurred, where is the disaster, and what is going on. They have awareness, that the whole of the team, they have awareness, then they will be able to tackle this problem. Then point number 6 is common symbols and technique and technology they are using, right? They should have a symbols like code, is call sign. In case of situation, let's say in case of situation is okay, let's say in a military form, like when there is a bomb threat, explosion, after the explosion has occurred, everything is okay, they will speak all is clear, all is clear. So there should be a code, so at least the any intruder will not understand their code easily, but they know the code among them. So that is the emergency management team. Yeah. Then I'm going to talk about point number 3, which talk about coordination. This emergency team coordination. In coordination involve the integration and sharing of priorities and resources and decision making. So every area should have their own responsibility and their own resources, their own vehicle. In case of any emergency, how they are going to coordinate, how are they going to communicate to each other, how they are going to coordinate to tackle this disaster. In order to avoid potential conflicts, preventing duplication of effort, minimizing risks, and promote successful outcome or effect or coordination generally require one service to act or lead this capacity, such as chairing coordination and meeting and ensure an effective response. The leading service will usually be the police, right? Or the safety officer, or the CRM, that is the crisis and risk manager, or the IM, incident manager. They should be in charge of communicating to each other. Then I'm going to talk about point number 4, the principle number 4, joint understanding of risks. Risks arise from the threats and hazard which will be scaring, understood, and threatened difference by people emergency service. Sharing the information and understand about the livelihood and the potential impact of these risks is essential. The ability and implication of this potential control the measure and will ensure that they agree the aim and objective are not compromised. So at least when they understand the risks, they know what to do exactly. So they will facing this situation. But if they don't have ideas or joint understanding about these risks, how they can facing, at the end of the day, it will lead to more coerce or more situation. Then point number 5, talking about sharing situation or awareness. A common understanding or awareness and immediate consequence of this emergency, together with the appreciation of the availability and capability and emergency system priority, and carrying out this shared responsibility will be easy for them. Situation awareness is especially for the effective of this interoperability in the emergency response. They share this situation awareness and able to reallocate and help each other, so they were able to achieve their own goal. So to conceptualize all, the joint doctrine, like the police, the fire force, they are working together to achieve the safety or to help in disaster recovery. So I will stop here and I will talk about the next topic, the roles of the police and fire force and ambulance.